Okay, so the first thing that you want to do after you have assembled your clarinet, after you have put it together, is to make sure that your embouchure, your mouth shape, is in the right spot, okay? So we're just gonna work with the mouthpiece. Make sure that your reed is in the correct position, okay? Make sure it's lined up well. Make sure it's not sticking up too much, but make sure it's not pushed down too much, okay? We don't want to see too much black. You don't want it to the side. You want it lined up perfectly right to the tip, okay? Then you can screw the ligature together. Okay, so there are 3 steps in creating a good embouchure for the clarinet, okay? The first step, like I told you today, or our first lesson, was you want the top teeth to go on this part of the mouthpiece, on the slanted mouthpiece, like that. Now, a way to know how far to put the mouthpiece, if you look inside, you can see there's like a slight opening with the reed, very slight opening, and the mouthpiece. If you just put your finger down right about here, it's sealed. So that's around the spot that you want your teeth to lie, and your bottom lip will go here. Okay? So your teeth are gonna lay right here. And you're going to just not push. You don't wanna push the bottom lip over your teeth. You don't want like that. Okay, that's too forceful. You want it to feel a little bit natural, like that. Okay? So teeth, and gently cover your bottom teeth with your bottom lip. Like that. Okay, see? That's step 1. Step 2 is you want to pull gently, pull down. Okay? You want your chin to come down. So step 1, teeth, bottom lip on the mouthpiece. Not too far, not like that, and not too little. All right, then we're going to pull our chin down. And then third step is the corners of your mouth are going to come in, like that whistle position I told you about. Okay? So 1, teeth and bottom lip. 2, pull your chin down. 3, corners in. You're going to seal. It's like the corners coming in are sealing the position, okay? Now remember we talked about like sucking on a lemon. I don't want you to think like you have to tighten your face so much, but when you pull your chin down, it goes in, like that. All of a sudden there's like this little tightness here, okay? Remember, you don't want to blow your cheeks out like that, okay? So you want to think that there's a vibration that's happening, okay? Just like my hand tapping the reed. The air is causing a vibration. It's going to make the reed vibrate, and that is going to create the air, okay? So those are the 3 steps for the embouchure. So let's try it together. Here we go. Teeth, bottom lip. Draw down, corners in. And you don't have to, but you do need a nice low breath. So let's talk about that breath, a low breath. I want you to imagine that you have, that this whole area down here, right below your ribs, okay? There's like a upside down V. That's a balloon. And you're going to fill that balloon up with air, like this. And it's a really tricky concept. And I know that, because we're used to breathing like this. Or kids are used to breathing like that, right? So you want to imagine that there's a balloon and we're filling it up with air. That's what you need to do when you breathe through the clarinet. So you're going to breathe in 4 counts. Here we go. And I want you to exhale slowly like you're blowing out of a straw. And look at my mouth. I'm in that same position when I exhale. So let's try that. Let's try that. Put your mouthpiece on the clarinet. Whoopsies. That's the wrong mouthpiece. That was my saxophone mouthpiece. So scoochy, scoochy, scooch. Make sure the reed is lined up with that back hole. Put your left hand on the back hole. You can put your left pointer finger on the first hole. And remember, your right hand is resting underneath, resting on the backrest. Step 1, teeth, bottom lip, drop your jaw, and seal the corners in. Okay? I'll show you from the side. And we're going to take 4 counts of breath in and exhale. As long as you can until you get a sound. I just realized I have my 1, 2, 3 fingers down. So I'm playing a different note. So just hold it here. Right now, I don't really care what note you play. Let's just focus on a sound. Again. So, make sure the teeth are here. There's a seal here and no air is escaping. Listen to what happens if air escapes from the corners. So I think that's what was happening earlier. I think air was coming out of the corners. You want to pull those corners in. Okay? Good job. Keep practicing.